everyone, good evening. Welcome to my program. I promised you that this week we are going to deal with another important topic. First of all, I want to say thank you so much. We are growing. Our subscribers are growing. We started last 2 weeks, and I want to say great thank you to my friends. Once we reach 1,000 subscribers, we are going to start a live video which we are going to ask important questions based on the teachings which we have made. And as many that we answer that questions correctly, my foundation will help them to start their own portfolio in Bitcoin, in cryptocurrencies, in altcoins. Our intention and the mission of this organization is to make sure that youths from Africa, they are introduced as early as possible into digital investments. And because there are a lot of frauds and scammers out there, some of them are victims of fraudsters who are taking this advantage of internet and social media to lure their victims into a great loss. And this foundation, the Maker Culture Foundation, have decided that we want to assist as many people who are willing to learn, because the future of humanity and mankind lies on blockchain and the cryptocurrencies. The fact is that if you don't understand what cryptocurrency or digital assets is today, then it simply means that you are not going to cope with the new technology that the globalization is trying to introduce. And this is why I want to create this awareness in digital currencies to African youths, so that they will understand the basics of blockchain. They will understand the basics of digital education, so that they can tune in as early as possible, so that they will not be consumers, but also will be among those who are going to benefit from this wonderful technology. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please, I want you to go and subscribe. I want you to like my video too. So today, as I promised you, we are going to discuss about blockchain. Now let me recap our past teachings, because it's very important that you go to my YouTube channel and listen to these teachings, because that is where the questions will be coming. And when you get these questions, we assist you, as I said before, to open a digital wallet. And now we are going to send in some Bitcoin and some cryptocurrencies, and then encourage you and show you how you are going to stake it, so that in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you're also going to do what? Going to understand and learn how to do it, and then you begin to invest by yourself, because we believe that that is the future, to liberate Africa from slavery. The most important question we are going to ask today is, what is blockchain? In recapping our past lectures, the first lecture we taught was what is money, and we discussed about money in details. Now the second lecture we did was what are the qualities of money, and we dealt with it in depth. And today what we are going to discuss again is, what is blockchain? Now, as I promised you that I am going to discuss this issue about blockchain, so that it will be very simple for a lay person, it will be very simple for the business women and businessmen in the market, Ladipo market and other markets, to understand, to listen to it and understand it. I'm going to simplify it so that you will understand it. Now, what is blockchain? Now, blockchain simply means a specific type of database. What is blockchain? Blockchain simply means a specific type of database. If you own a mobile phone, you will understand what is called data. Now, the blockchain is a type of database. That place that your data is being stored. Another name for data may be information. The place that your database is a place that is kept to store things. In this form, it is not a physical thing that is stored. It is an electronic information which is called data. Electronic information known as data, where the base where it is stored is called a database. Now let me give you an example. Most of all the banks, they have a database where they keep the information of all their customers. Are you following me? The information of their customers, the private and secret information that their customers gave to them when they wanted to open an account in their banks, they have this information. And now these informations are stored in a base. Remember, we are talking about what is blockchain. Now, these banks will go and store this information in a secret place that nobody can get access to it. Now, that place they stored it is called server. Now, they kept it in a very hidden and secure place that nobody can go there to access it except the authorities that are permitted to access that information. Are you following me? I want to explain to you in a simple form what is blockchain. Now, but there's something very important about this kind of storage, this server. Somebody can access that information and remove some information and place another information inside it. Somebody can go and take out some data, some of the information which your patients, your customer, your students, or whoever the person is, they may go there and remove some information, important information that the person has given to them, and replace it with another one and put it back in the base and store it in the server, which is alteration, which is fake, forging, doctoring. So this has been the issue for years. An information that was kept in the bank, the group of bankers can decide, the manager or whoever that is in control of that bank can decide and go to that base, bring it out and order it and put it back. And you cannot find any trace or traces that such a thing was altered. This has been the case for ages since the invention of internet and writing. Now, it has been bothering some honest people about how information could be altered. For example, let me give you an example. If there is blockchain during the days that the Bible was written ab initio, some information that were removed by the white people who wrote the Bible and brought to Africa would be noticed. But the database was, they went to the database, removed some information, put in their own information which they want us to believe and do what, and send it to Africa, and there's no way we can know it. Remember, we are talking about blockchain, a special type of database. Are you following me to this level? Now let's proceed. Now, what makes blockchain a special database? Now, in 1991, it was discovered through cryptography that an information can be stored And this information that is stored cannot be deleted or changed or distorted using a special means. Remember, blockchain is a special type of database. Now, the bank information you have is stored in the bank's server, which is their database, but is prone to be hijacked or to be corrupted by a virus. Now, the blockchain means that instead of this database, which are stored on the table and packed in what we call the ledger. Ledger is a written place, whether it is digital or writing. So now, in internet, we have a digital ledger, electronic ledger, where these informations are stored. So the difference between an ordinary database, which the banks are using, or the court are using, or other companies or big organizations are using, associations are using, the difference, or governments are using, the difference between that database and the database of the blockchain is that the blockchain, the database, is stored in blocks. It's stored in a container. It's stored in a form. And when this information, which has a specific amount of information that will enter in that block, the system will close that block and seal it, and then open a new block. For example, it may be 10 megabytes of information that will enter in that block. And once that information is stored inside that block, the block will be sealed, and you cannot open that block again to get out that information. You cannot alter that information. Are you following me? Now a new block will be created again. So in this form, that new block that was created will begin to pick informations or transactions that were made all over the world. Now, look at where it becomes interesting. Now, this is where it becomes interesting. When every block is sealed, completed and sealed and time-stamped, remember the word time-stamped. Whenever a block is completed, the information in a block is completed and time-stamped, a new block will begin. Now, what next? Blockchain, a special database, is because the first block that was completed and the second block that is being completed, that is still in process of being completed, that block, that informations are being recorded, there is a key which we call chain. You remember bicycle chain? You remember brick for building house? You put one block for building house, you put another block for building house, you take bicycle chain, you open that block here and open it here and take the chain to tie two of them and take. You cannot remove this block without breaking the other block, and you cannot remove this block as long as that chain is holding both of them together with a key. If you try to remove this block safely, it's not possible until you break that key. And when you break that key, people will know you broke that key. And when you try to force that block out, the block will break and people will see that it has been broken. So this is blockchain. It's the highest and the most technological advancement made since the discovery of internet. So now, Remember, our question is, what is blockchain? And we said that blockchain is a special type of database. It's a special type where informations and data are stored, files are stored. Are you following me to this level? Now, this database, which we are now talking as blockchain, does not store information in tables and just pack it in server. It stores information in a special means called block. And this block has a special megabyte of information that it will contain. It will be full. And once it's filled up, it will be sealed and will be locked with a key. And that key will now connect another new block, which will start recording information. And when that one is finished again, it will be sealed, and a new key will be inserted in that, a new digital key will be inserted on it, and it will be locked. And with the new block that is forming now, you see where the name blockchain where it came from. So the information inside the block, a digital block. Now there's a key which is called a chain that was used to lock that chain, that block, and a new block is being created, and informations are stored inside it. Then this old block has been chained and locked on the key with the new block. Therefore, it's impossible for you to take out information that is inside the one block without being noticed. So this is what it means by the word blockchain. So it's a digital block where information are stored. And this information that are stored, a digital key is used to lock that block and queue it to a new block that is being formed, which will again be locked by another key and queue in into a new block, and it continues on and on and on and on. It's just indefinite. So this is what we call blockchain. So in my own personal definition, let me now explain, let me now define blockchain in my own terms. So I define blockchain as a special type of database with a time stamp. Blockchain is a special type of database with a time stamp, because it is that time stamp which you place on that block during the information, when the information is being recorded, that makes it untamperable. You cannot go back to amend it. So blockchain, once the information is recorded, once information is fed inside the block, you can no more go there and alter it. That is blockchain. Now blockchain again is so special that you cannot hack it. You cannot destroy it. The information is permanent. Now, your banks, when you give your information to the banks, or your health information to hospitals, they store it in database and put it in a server and protect it in a place. And somebody can go there and burn that place with fire and destroy it, and the information is lost. And this exactly happened to Africa. All our informations were lost because the database was stored at a particular place, and when people, our enemies, when they went there, they destroyed all the information, and today we are just walking around like people who were not civilized before. Are you following me? But the advantage why big blockchain is so marvelous is that the information stored in blockchain remains there permanently forever. You cannot delete it. Once you have the key, that particular key, remember I said timestamp. Once you have that key that was used in locking that information, that information cannot be destroyed. Now again, blockchain, ordinary database will store their information in a geographical position in a particular area. Probably the banks will store their own, maybe in their safe or in any place in a container box where they put a condition to cool the computers. They put it there and it's chilling the computers and they're working. Somebody can come in that one day and take bomb and blow and blast the whole thing, and all information will be lost. And the story we hear is that a snake swallowed $36 million, and the rat ate all the money in Aso Rock. You will begin to hear funny stories. Why? Because the database or the ledger was stored in a server which is in a particular geographical position. But when we talk about blockchain has no a particular geographical position where you can store the information. The information are stored in all over the world, where you have computers that are assigned to do what? To do that particular job, to run that blockchain, and that is called node. So if you destroy a particular information that is in your computer in Nigeria, that information is still living in a computer that is in Russia. And that information is still in a blockchain that is in Swaziland. And it is an information that is Denmark, in Australia and Canada. So when you set your own computer with the information inside it on fire, if it is blockchain, you cannot destroy blockchain because it lives forever. Once you destroy it in this computer in Nigeria, it will get to the computer in Canada. And once you have the key to put inside the internet, all the informations will come back. You see why blockchain becomes a special type of database. It's not just a common database which the banks are using and other people are using. Now, let us recap. Today we ask ourselves, what is blockchain? And we were able to say that blockchain is a special database where information are stored under timestamp. Now we're able to say that blockchain does not store like ordinary database information which are stored in the server. The blockchain stores its information in block form. And as it's storing the information, it does not leave it single-handedly or separately. Once that information is being stored, blockchain uses a system which is called a chain. That is the key to lock the first block which was sealed and the new block which is being filled together, so that you cannot break it to take information from the old one without affecting the previous ones. In other words, blockchain simply means that every information that has been recorded in those blocks has a reference to their previous blocks that was recorded. So you cannot conveniently and comfortably alter an information in a particular block without affecting the other ones, which means that when you go to a particular block to alter it, all the informations will tell you no. The notes, we call the notes. The notes will say no, that this is fake. We are not going to accept it because it is not in conformity. It is not in tandem with the previous informations that were stored in other blocks. Therefore, we are not going to take it. You see that? So this is artificial intelligence in action. In storing data, in storing ledgers, in storing information. Therefore, this will revolutionize our economy. Everything we know about the system, the government, the banks, the legal system, the judiciary, whatever, economy, everything will be destabilized, reformed, and set anew by blockchain. And the first sector that has been destabilized by blockchain is economy. And that is why we are talking about money. So my dear friends, if you want to understand and you are interested in registering, in starting, if you know that really that you want to live in this modern time, I implore you, please, you must learn about digital assets. And if you must learn about digital assets, go and register, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and like my videos, so that we can start and help Africa to get involved in this system, because time is failing us. Most of us are lagging behind, and I strongly believe that we must do a better job. And the only way to do that is to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. We are making progress. Like my YouTube page. We are making progress. Listen to my teachings. And I assure you, by the time we get to 1,000 subscribers, we begin to do live programs, and we are going to sponsor youth, students who don't have money to begin their portfolio. We are going to assist them to open their digital portfolios and then show them how to begin to invest in their digital journey. And from there they can pick up, because what is important is knowledge. And once they have knowledge, they have confidence. And once they have confidence, the next thing that will follow is success. And this is why I and my foundation are involved in this matter, so that we will start by teaching, by giving out this information, because it's very important. Knowledge is power. And when you have the right knowledge, you have the power. But when you have the wrong knowledge, you are under slavery and you are a victim. Don't fall for that scam. So go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Once we start 1,000, we pick it up from there. My name is Barrister Emeka Akolis. We are going to talk about